Hi, my name is Bhakta Miguel.
My name is Bhakta Kyle.
I just kind of jumped head first just about 4 weeks ago. I have read some of the Bhagavad Gita somewhere back, maybe about 2 years, but really just about 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
I have been staying at the temple full time for 1 year now.
I think it was about 1 or 2 years ago, maybe three. It's it's kind of unsure. I just opened it and just read some of the black text. I was actually afraid of the purports. I actually didn't want to read them because I was scared that I was being influenced. But I knew there was something absolutely bona fide about the Bhagavad Gita. So I wanted to read that black text. So I read one or two of those, and then I'd be like profound in my mind, and I'd make some distinctions about what it meant with no knowledge. It absolutely just speculation. But that went on for a bit, but that kind of carried me with a little piece of a nugget here and there. Even if I was taking it the wrong way, it still felt nice. And actually, my brothers somehow got in contact with it as well. This Bhagavad Gita as it is by Srila Prabhupada, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Me and my brothers, I don't know. We were both interested in some different spiritual, books, Tao Te Ching or things of this nature. Different books, philosophies, and that led us both separately.
Yeah, me and a couple other devotees, we were distributing books at Oklahoma State University, and it was at the end of the day on Thursday after us being there for like 2 days or so, and one of our friends, one of the devotees, came back and he brought Bhakta Miguel with him to share some dinner that we were cooking. And then he came in the van and we shared dinner with him, and he was full of questions and was really receptive into hearing more about the philosophy and trying to understand what it is that we're trying to practice.
So I was on Oklahoma State University campus, and actually I have a home that I was renting with my brothers that's nearby the campus, just down the street from where Bhakta Kyle and the other book distributors were parked at. I didn't know this, but on this particular day, I was interested in going to the campus, even though I'm not actually a student. I was interested to go to campus because I saw there was a billboard, one of these poster boards, kind of advertising an event. And the event was something called Anarchism in Anarch-capitalism or something. So this speaker was going to come to talk about how anarchy and capitalism are related. Interestingly enough, this is probably a lot of nonsense pretty far away from my realizations that I'm having in Krishna consciousness. So, I don't know, it's pretty interesting. I was about to go get some very interesting materialistic association, but instead it got transcendental by the mercy of Krishna. Please. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Jai. Take, please, take. No, take, Kyle. I will.
I'm bewildered. This is like a weird timing.
No, it's okay.
All right.
Jai. Prabhu, thank you. Mercy, mercy. Thank you. I actually didn't make it to the event. I went and I was walking. I wanted to verify the time of this event. I went and found it. It was going to be at 7. On the way there, I met a friend, and me and this person, his name is August Caspal, shout outs. And he's a wonderful friend, and he's a devotee of the Lord. And he is a Vaishnava. He's seeking the Lord's path. And we connected over this, and we met during our days working together. And I met him on the off chance, just there in front of the sign. We had this special conversation where he was telling me he was going deeper into his faith. He was taking steps. He was going more into sadhana from his faith perspective. He's Catholic. He was attending Eucharistic adoration, which is similar to maybe a deity worship. They believe that they take a time to spend the time with the physical manifestation of the Lord. And, well, I was just excited that I got to see him, and it kind of energized me in a special way. Spiritually, I believe that's the Lord's mercy that we connected and sent each other on that vibe. So I went from there, and I went to go walk towards somewhere else, and I met another friend, and I chatted with him. And this gentleman introduced me to a club on campus. I apologize if this was too loud audio. We're having a kirtan. Sankirtan ki jai. So I met this friend, and this friend actually introduced me to a meditation group that meets on Tuesday at 7, and here we do silent meditation, and then we do Zen pacing meditation, and then we do silent meditation, we do Zen pacing, and then at the end we do Hanuman Kirtan. I forgot the name of the song, the prayer song, the bhajan that honors Hanuman. And we would do this, and I had been going to this for a couple weeks. So I met him, one of the other spiritual connections that I actually had made in that town. And then I saw this. I just was acting whimsically, but it was fine. So then I stopped that. I parted ways with him, and I was waiting somewhere. And earlier that day, when I entered the campus, I had seen the senior book distributor, Parameshwar Das, who had been coming onto campus. And I had a thought, and I said, seems interesting. This personality seems interesting. I want to talk to him. I had this desire, but I didn't act on it. I didn't run up to him. Nothing. I just went to go look for this sign. But he ended up walking back on that very same day while I was sitting there after I had those 2 conversations. And I approached him, and I immediately just felt some gravity. There was a weight to this personality. And there was such a weight that I was instantaneously just wanting to listen to every word that he would say to me. And he brought out the Gita. He brought out the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto. And we started talking philosophy and things. And from there, he invited me to the van, and I met Kyle. Well, I had seen the book Self-Realization and Science of Self-Realization by Srila Prabhupada, and I read a little bit there of ISKCON, the organization. But to be honest, I had my most profound interaction with Hare Krishna, the Maha Mantra, with the name Krishna, was just the Bhagavad Gita as it is, just reading things about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and songs by George Harrison. And My Sweet Lord was something that also me and my younger brother, all of my brothers, connected on, kind of profoundly. And yeah.
Everything starts with faith. So, we always put our faith in something, whether it's school or whether it's a job, having money, whether it's our family, government, all of these things. So it all comes down to faith. And if we have faith in spirituality, faith in God, faith in pursuing ourselves to actually be happy rather than just kind of going through the motions in life, then we should make a step in that direction. And Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that, specifically towards devotional service, towards bhakti yoga, but towards, self-realization in general, there's no loss or diminution on this path. So for us, seeking out our soul, trying to find ourselves, that's what life is generally all about. And hopefully other people can come to associate with devotees and have a similar experience to Bhakta Miguel, because he's been such an inspiration by, just coming into contact and just having a little faith in some of the words that we share and our realizations that we've had. And you could see how blissful and transformative, these ideas, this philosophy, this culture, these associations are. So, it all starts with faith, and, we got to take a step in the right direction. We got to take a step somewhere, so we might as well put our best foot forward towards something substantial.